Drake and DeMar DeRozan.
Oh, Drake.
Drake really think he birdieing above the rim. Man. He's standing there. He was standing there like the East Side West Side game on the wire, like he was fucking Avon, screaming at the ref. Like Jake. So real quick for the people that don't know, DeMar DeRozan came back to Canada, which he's had plenty of games as a Bull and a Spur back in Toronto. But this is the first time he's been back in Toronto since he was up there shaking his ass and bee-walking at the Kendrick Pop-Out Juneteenth concert.
Yeah.
And Drake went to the game, him and his right-hand man, Chubbs, and they're standing courtside. He be milking Chubbs, too, and it's funny. Chubbs don't even sound like a street nigga, neither. Like, I've heard Chubbs talk, and Chubbs is like, like, Drake. He sounds like a first-generation African nigga. He's like... They
are from Canada, man.
Yeah, I'm saying.
I don't know if it's... I know Canada, whatever, but,
fuck Canada. Like, I know Canadians, they're rude.
Canada's nice. I love Canada.
It's cool, but
beautiful women. Oh, my God.
Beautiful women.
And they like food. Brothers, too.
They do.
I've seen ugly brothers get treated like Usher out of Canada, man. So, but my take on Drake is like light skinned dudes ain't used to losing. They lose so badly because this is his loser mode right now. This is all this loserdom. This is all loserdom right here. That's what. I
don't think this is a light skin thing though.
You don't think? Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe.
No, I'm not saying this because I'm light skinned either though. This is me because I identify as.
He's just a bad loser. He's just losing very badly instead of just taking his lumps. And he posted something on Instagram when he did a concert with his dad, and his dad was singing jazz music.
Yeah,
and he was up there singing the jazz stuff. And I was like, this is good. This is good. Maybe this brought y'all together more, this whole loss, and maybe he can develop a better relationship with his pop and all this.
Drake and Logic could be with their black dads that didn't fuck with them
before
they got rich.
I think that's beautiful, but this DeMar stuff, it's like, come on, man. DeMar would whoop your ass, dog. Come on, man. Chill. What we doing?
We could bring DeMar from like 6'7" down to 6'1", or even 5'11", and he would still whoop Drake ass.
Exactly. That's why DeMar's like, come on, man. Whatever, dog.
Okay, but here's what I'll say.
Bad loser.
Here's what I'll say, like, in not Drake's defense, but in understanding why Drake did all that. DeMar was like, when I got like traded from Toronto, I felt bad. I went over Drake's house. He was really there for me. So it's like, Drake is probably like, I thought we were friends, DeMar. I had the chef make something. We drank something. And then you gonna shake your ass with Russell Westbrook and James Harden to call me a pedophile? What the fuck?
Well, obviously, all these dudes were supposedly your friends, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, hey, man. Maybe they ain't your friends, homie.
Yeah. Okay, but then what's the right way to deal with that then?
Don't talk to none of these cats.
Yeah.
Tighten your circle up. Get yourself right.
He unfollowed LeBron on Instagram, which is hilarious.
He unfollowed him on
Instagram?
Yeah. But you probably should.
Yeah.
Get your circle tight, man. If that's the game you want to play. But, also, I'm looking at it like, Drake, man, you making crazy bread. But he's not looking at the bread. He wants to be this, which is also just like, all right, man. You making all this money, like, chill. You buying Pharrell's jewelry and burning it, melting it down. Like, come on, man. It's corny, dog.
Yeah.
He makes a lot of corny moves, and it reads.
Do you think it's because he's got a white mom?
It just reads that you didn't grow up in like a area where you had to.
You didn't grow up around black people.
And not even that. Just you didn't grow up around tough people. You didn't even grow up around like it's white tough guys. That I'm like you didn't.
That wouldn't do corny shit.
You didn't grow up around people that might beat you up. You learn not to do corny stuff.
That's how I feel about Indian comedians.
Some of them I feel are well. I don't know. I don't know enough.
You don't gotta clean it up.
I don't know enough Indian comedians for that one.
I know enough.
I know a couple, but I don't know enough Indian comedians for that. But with Drake is just he wants to be in like a tough. It's like fake Goodfellas. He trying to be a tough guy, but you're not. And stop, because you just don't play it. It doesn't work well.
Yeah.
Just be you, homie. You doing fine just being you.
Well, because Drake was like, I'm going to become a street nigga at 27. It's like, that's too late. You can't be like, I'm going to be a mafioso street guy that associates with tough guys at late in life.
Why? Them girls ain't liking your music because you try to be a street dude. They want you singing and being pretty with your hair and your thick eyebrows. Come on, man. And your beard. Just do that.
I mean, like, so Drake he also did it. I believe that was the night Vince got his jersey.
Yeah.
Which is extra just whack because it's like that should be a Vince night. That shouldn't
be. Stop it.
Yeah.
It's Air Canada.
Yeah. He was Toronto before you, nigga.
Totally. So it's like.
The way I think Drake should handle some shit like that is like, or not even just Drake, like, because it could be a situation. Because this is a situation where I think it's very applicable to like just regular people where it's like you thought you was cool with somebody, then they do some shit where it's like, my nigga, are we friends? So instead of doing some passive shit, just don't fuck with them.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just no love.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. But that's the difference of like you grew up in a situation where you don't know how to handle these situations. You know, like where I grew up, if somebody don't fuck with you no more, you just don't fuck with them.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah, you don't gotta draw it out.
We ain't gotta fight. We ain't gotta, it's just like I walk into a spot, I see you there, I dab everybody up, and I don't dab you up. You know what's going on.
Well, that's the thing. Soft niggas think everybody, like, it's the same thing in comedy. Like, it's like, I be telling new comics, these niggas are not your friends.
Yeah, definitely not.
Like when I performed in New Orleans after my set, there was this young white kid comic. He's been doing comedy for like 2 years, and he's like, because you know how it is, like when you come to, if you outside of LA or New York, and you from LA or New York, and you do stand up and have a decent set,
yeah,
a comic will just
to you.
Yeah, like, oh, so what's your advice? And I said, these niggas are not your friends. Just because like you guys may do a bunch of shows and have some intimate moments, they're not your fucking friends.
It's hard to see that when you're so young, though.
It is, but then when you Drake, you should be able to see that. Like,
when you're Drake?
Yeah, just because DeMar DeRozan's over your house,
yeah.
and he's just like, man, I'm fucked up over this shit. It's like, what makes you think a nigga from Compton really fucks with you?
Or what makes you think the dudes in your circle really fuck with you?
That too.
It's just like, you know.
Too.
But that's also how you grow up.
Yeah.
You know, like your homie should like cultivate you in a way that you understand that.
Yeah.
You know? Like, that's why you don't wear, like, I remember one time I was in New York and I had a chain on. Maybe I told you this story before.
No, you didn't.
I was in New York. I was doing an audition. I was trying to get into this acting school in New York. And I'm from Virginia. I'm country. And, I come out there. I got my nice long chain with the Jesus piece and everything.
All buff from the army.
And I'm in Brooklyn. I'm going to see my cousin in Brooklyn. And I walk across the street and I see these dudes look back at me. And my energy was like, turn that down. Put your chain in, homie. Put that chain in. And that's what I'm saying. I don't think he has that because he didn't grow up in an area where like you might get beat up and your stuff taken from you. Like he doesn't. And I think that's good. Like I don't, if I have a kid and I raise my kid in the area, I don't want him to have to deal with that shit either. But I hate when like rich kids get drawn into trying to be street. It's like, well, for what, man? This shit ain't nothing. You don't need that in your life. Be rich. Be Jaden Smith. Yeah. Be Jaden, dog.
Smith. Yeah,
man.
be weird.
Yeah.